Creep on in, on in, on in.
Um, and again, I'm going to give you the floor to bring up whatever you want to set the record straight on. But just to give us an introduction to yourself in the shortest amount of time possible, we typically ask a couple questions of an African to kind of pick their brain. First question: what's your general sentiment towards Black Americans?
Mm, I never really paid attention to them much apart from the media stuff that I saw. But then with social media now, that's big. So people get to know each other. The world is smaller, so you get to pick a lot of things. And the general sentiment basically is that you guys think we don't like you or something, which is weird. But my sentiment is like you guys are narcissistic because America is a narcissist country. Americans generally are narcissists, so you kind of get caught up in that web because you're Americans also. But you guys like to act like you're not, like you're the victims, but you're just Americans, just like the white ones.
Okay, hold on. I'm a little bit confused. On the one hand, you said you don't really ever think of Black Americans. Then you went on to say you think we're narcissistic and we think we're victims.
I said I never used to think about you guys at all because all I saw was the media stuff, like the music and stuff like that. But with social media now, that everything is coming up, like the world is coming smaller. So I get to see some conversations happen between Africans and Black Americans, and the way I think about you is you're just Americans. You're just Americans in black skin. You're narcissists. You think about everything is supposed to be about yourselves, but you play the victim at the same time. So it's kind of weird.
Okay, so you're saying that you only knew of us by way of media, and through the advent of social media, you've seen some interactions between us and Africans, and social media tells you that we're narcissistic victims.
That's just how I see it.
Okay. And then before social media, when you were just seeing regular media about Black Americans, what was your sentiment towards us? Was it positive or negative?
Mm, It was so because uh, okay, I didn't like the music because I thought it was garbage. To be honest, it was just trashy. But also there were some good shows that portrayed you in a good light. I used to watch. There were some sitcoms that were nice, so it was like 50-50. It wasn't like I wasn't skewed in any side.
When you say the music was trashy, there's many genres of music that foundational Black Americans have created. Are you talking about a specific genre of our music, or are you talking about our music as a whole?
The biggest one is hip hop, which is the one people know of. So my generation. So I'm talking about hip hop.
So you think hip hop in general is trashy, or that hip hop has some trashy elements?
The ones I saw, the ones I grew up seeing, is what it was. It was just trash. It was just gangsters and whores and that stuff that people here don't want to see, pastors want to ban, and parents don't want to see. It was just trashy.
Okay, I see. I see.
Yeah.
So you see our media, and for the most part, you think it's trashy. You see us on social media. You think we're narcissistic victims. Someone in the audience wants to know, how old are you?
31.
Okay, 31 for sure, for sure. Well, you have the floor. Let us know, what you want to quote unquote set the record straight about. I think it is interesting though that you were on another one of my broadcasts and you admit that I'm in your algorithm, I'm in your notifications, which means that this type of content is something that you frequently watch. So for someone who claims to not really care about Black Americans, you sure do watch a lot of Black American content for one reason or another, right?
I don't think you're listening. I don't think you're comprehending. I said, yes, I do listen to. There's a channel I follow because I follow these conversations about, like Jubilee. Jubilee is a channel where I see conversations like this. So your channel popped up where I saw some thumbnails. You talking about Africans in a very derogatory way. Look at even this thumbnail you put here. I don't look like this guy. You're trying to portray me as an angry African. I'm pretty sure I'm more light-skinned than you.
Does
You're
that
trying
man
to
look
portray-
angry?
Yeah, he looks sad and like he hasn't had food for 15 years.
Well,
I don't
damn,
look
hey, you're being much harsher on the image than I thought it was. I mean, I just looked up a generic photo of a Kenyan man, and that's what popped up. So you're saying that you're a Kenyan man who's more light-skinned than me. How's that happen? Are you like half Dutch or half French?
You see, there
Is it cake soap?
Africa,
Is it bleach or?
Africa. See, this is your ignorance showing. Africa is like the black factory.
Sir, that's not my ignorant showing. It is a historical fact that Africans across the continent use bleach and cake soap to lighten up their pigmentation because they're so insecure of their black skin. So for you to be a Kenyan man born and raised claiming to have fairer skin than I, and I have European DNA in me, then God damn it, is this a natural lighter complexion, or have you been rubbing on a hell of a lot of bleach, sir? I've never seen a light-skinned Kenyan, so I'm honestly just curious.
Well, you need to travel, bro. That's all I can say. I can't cater to your
So you're
ignorance.
telling me you're lighter than me naturally with no bleach?
I'm not saying I'm lighter than you. I'm saying
No. You clearly, you cannot comprehend. You clearly said that you are lighter than me. Everybody heard it. You said you're probably lighter than me. If that's a photo of me to the left, and you're saying you're lighter than me, and you're a Kenyan man born and raised, I'm just confused by that, sir. I'm just confused. So again, is your mother Kenyan?
Yes, I'm a Kenyan
And
through
and
and
you-
through.
and your father's Kenyan.
Yes,
And
that's
are
what that
you
means.
and are you darker than me or are you lighter than me?
I'm probably the same shade as you in this picture. If this is you
Oh
on the
my
left,
gosh, good Lord. We got a lion ass Africans on the line. First, he's probably lighter than me. Now he is the same shade as me. Sir, if you've been bleaching, just say so.
I wonder if you know that I know he's lying right now. Oh, you got the new Margellas? That's what's up. That's what's up. I see you. That's your BMW? That's nice. That's your girl? Golly. Okay, I see you. But I just want to know one thing. You ready? Why the fuck you lying?
And of course, it's the African going to colorism. It's the African going to complexion. It's the African claiming that we're narcissistic victims and our culture is trash. But he omits, he retracts from the record that you Kenyans have a real strange issue with bleaching your skin.
They say beauty lies in the eyes of the beholder, but today beauty is no longer a choice for the beholder to make. Women have now taken matters into their own hands with a perception that men are more inclined to lighter women. More and more women are opting for fairer, glowy and lighter skin.
Yeah.
According to Dr. Benani Rua, a dermatologist at the Avane Dermatology Center, there is a difference between bleaching and skin lightening.
I see the bleaching is a term that a lot of ladies, they want to have a fairer skin, a clearer skin. But then they find themselves dealing with darker areas in the body. The lightening of the skin, it can be a medical process. We use a lot of technique. We use the laser, the ionization, we use creams, we use supplements, we use injections. And this is to promote the skin to be lighter from within.
To appease the society, family, friends, and most importantly, oneself, more women are going to every length to ensure their skin is lightened no matter the cost. Many opt for products sold in the black market without a thought to the side
So y'all go into the black market to get bleached to lighten your skin up in the hopes of looking like me, but I digress.
effects.
Thickness of the skin, the hyperpigmentation, which are darker spots everywhere in the body, darker than the normal color of the skin. It can goes up to, sometimes the skin is burned because of the product. And as I told, it's very difficult to say.
All right, guys, he's cammed up. Go ahead and let him know, chat. Is he lighter than me or is he darker than me? Since first he claimed he was lighter, then he claimed he's the same. Go ahead and let him know, chat. Let him know. I can't be non-biased since we're talking about my complexion after all. Yes, the hairline says it all. We're not going to roast him about his hairline. Stick on tablet, guys. The color of his skin. Yes, he's brown. Definitely brown. Yes. Hey, what it was is he was just insecure as fuck that I used this image for the Kenyan man. He said, I'm not that dark. Hold on. He said, I'm like half a shade lighter. He said, I'm about half a shade lighter. Yeah, y'all. Yeah, he's brown. Yeah. That ain't it. Yeah. Sorry, sir. The chat says that I am lighter than you. Not that it's a competition, but god damn it, you made it one. You came up here and made it a competition who's lighter than the other. God damn it, y'all got some internalized inferiority. But Kevin, can you let us know what you wrote in the private chat?
I said, okay, you're trying to veer away from the topic.
Sir. Just repeat verbatim what you said in the private chat. It's not hard.
What did I say? I said a lot of things. I said I don't have all night. What's up with the thumbnail?
God damn it! What's the last thing you wrote in the private? Come on now, come on. You 31 years old.
Hey clown, stick to the topic. That's what I said.
You said to me, coincidentally, when I was playing the video about how Kenyans have an issue bleaching, you say in the private chat, hey clown, stick to the topic, but you're the one who brought up skin complexion, were you not?
That was a
Were you the one that brought up skin tone? Were you the
Yes,
one that
I
brought
did.
up
I
skin
commented
tone?
on the
Oh, okay. So you brought up skin complexion, and when I started roasting y'all Africans for bleaching, you said, oh, hey, clown, stick to the topic. Yeah, nice way to try to deflect. But, sir, let's not get caught in the weeds. We know, although you may be a shade lighter than the man on the right of the thumbnail, you're still a darker African. I'm sorry, sir. I'm lighter than you. I'm not sure if you're going to go to bed crying at night, but that's neither here nor there. You said you came here to set the record straight. So what misconceptions do you think us Black Americans have about Africans?
I think you guys have a weird way of thinking that immigrants, forget Africans, immigrants in general, immigrants don't need your permission or don't need your say so. We don't need to answer questions from you about why we come to America. Like, you're at the bottom of that society. Why do we need to talk to you about why we left? It's like I invite you to my house.
Hold on. You're a Kenyan that lives in Kenya. You have not fled Africa, probably because you're too broke to do so. But you're up here crying foul at the fact that when we do speak to Africans that flee the continent, we like to ask them why they left their homeland. So you're up here upset because we're curious as to why you fled Africa. And you're saying that they don't have to answer us. We're at the bottom of American society. If they don't have to answer us, then why are they in our spaces answering that question when we pose it? If they don't have to answer to us, why are they in our live streams just like you are right now? Let us know, Kevin. First of all, Kevin's not even your real name. I'll ask you what your second name is, but you probably won't tell us. But Kevin, let us know, what time is it right now in Kenya?
It's almost midnight.
It's almost midnight in Kenya, and you're up here on Mike TV show griping about Black Americans while simultaneously saying you don't care about us and you don't owe us any answers. Make it make sense. All right. So I understand you're insecure because we asked you why you guys fled. We don't have to touch on that. You're too broke to flee. So I'm not going to ask you that question. What other gripe do you have with us other than being insecure with the fact that we ask you why you leave Africa? Not just leave Africa, but y'all go to whoever just colonized you. That's where y'all go. Y'all go to France, y'all go to Europe, somewhere in the UK, and the best and the brightest of you who got it going on flee over here to America to become Uber drivers. So when you talk about being at the bottom of society and yada, 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 y'all are over here in New York City living in fucking basements on bunk beds and furniture stores. What are you talking about, Playboy? What are you talking about? Y'all are flying to South America, walking through South America to get through the Mexico-US border. You're fleeing here in mass. Yes, when shady ass looking Africans, when adult age, military age males come to our country with no women, no children, just themselves, we want to ask, what the fuck you doing here, Playboy? What the fuck you doing here?
He was the last one. Hold on. Blue punch on. He's right here. That's what I'm telling you. Hold on. Bro, he just said hold on. Hey, you still walking in? Hold on.
Bro, he just told you to hold on. Now you gotta wait, bro. You're not coming in.
Yeah, really?
No.
I'm sorry, sir. It's natural for anybody to ask why someone travels from so far and so wide to come to their country. It's a very common question. So other than you being insecure that we ask that, what other issues do you have with us Black Americans?
Okay, I don't think you're trying to have a conversation. I think you're trying to roast. That's why you're not letting me talk and you keep playing random stupid videos instead of letting me talk. So
you may think they're random stupid videos. I think that it's very important that I show the videographic evidence of you guys fleeing into our country en masse. Get out of your feelings. You interrupted my schedule today. You interrupted my last broadcast, bitching and whining in my chat. Give me the link. Give me the link. I want to talk to Mike so bad. Give me the link so you will speak when it is your turn. Now it is your turn, and you're going to tell us what other issues you have with Black Americans. Go ahead.
First of all, this fleeing thing, you are the first people to flee. So I don't know what you talk about, but with this fleeing nonsense.
I'm a Native American, so I don't know how I fled to my ancestral homeland. I don't know how that works. And if you're referring to the 4% of African slaves that went to North America during the transatlantic slave trade, they didn't flee. Mushmouth, grimy bush babies like yourself sold them to the white man. So who exactly fled, sir? Who fled?
Yeah, let me finish. Yeah, you fled because what's the first thing a Black American does when they make money? Do you stay in your neighborhoods or do you run to Whitey to live in there?
You're a Kenyan man theorizing over what successful Black Americans do once they reach certain levels of success. You're a Kenyan man at midnight ruminating over what neighborhoods Black Americans move to, but you claim you don't care about us and you claim y'all don't flee, and he just fled, y'all. He just ran off the stage because he knows this looks real strange. He opened up saying he don't give a damn about us, but he's up at midnight theorizing over where we move and where we stay. I bring up the clips about them skin bleaching. He got issues with that. We bring up the clips about them fleeing through the Mexico-US border. He got issues with that. So guess what? The Bush baby couldn't handle the smoke. So like all Bush babies do, he fled, y'all. He fled. Hastas luegos, Bush baby. We'll see you next time.
Booyaka, booyaka, run, run, run. Booyaka, booyaka, run to you niggas. Booyaka, 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 run to you niggas. Booyaka, booyaka, run, run, run. Booyaka, booyaka, run to you niggas. Booyaka, booyaka. Government. The government, it's the government, it's the government, the government, the government, it's the government, it's the government, it's the government, the government, the government, the government, it's the government, it's the government, the government, the government, it's the government, it's the government, it's the government, the government, the
Oh boy, in classic Tether fashion, he fled, y'all. He fled. I've officially posted the StreamYard link. If there's any other Africans out there that want to call in and let us know what we get wrong about you Africans. I mean, guys, it was very interesting how he really didn't have anything to say about what we get wrong about Africans. He was really just up here to spout a bunch of xenophobic vitriol against Black Americans. He doesn't care about us, but you know, our culture's trash, and we're victims, and we're narcissists, and Africans don't flee when they run away from Africa and go to Europe for quote unquote better opportunities. They don't flee. Really, the fleers are our ancestors who came by way of the transatlantic. Oh, listen to this fuck shit, y'all. Listen to these mushmouth bush babies. He's gonna really tell us the people that got captured by Africans like him are the real people that fled? Well, then why are you up here calling to a fleer, sir? Why are you so upset with us? Why do you have so much contempt if we're just some fleers that are narcissistic and failures? Then why are you up here at 12 in the morning trying to play the who's more light-skinned game? God damn it, y'all. This was a class act. This was a case study in how insecure and colonized these Africans are. Y'all just witnessed an African come up here and try to challenge me over who has the lighter skin. Those people are sick. Those people are sick. And Kelvin, you are banned from my chat. You cannot type another message in my chat. Click the link and call in. And you know what? I was interrupting you a little bit. Yes, I was, sir. It was very hard to hear you try to say that our ancestors who were enslaved were fleers. It was very hard to hear you say that. But you know what? If you click the link and call back in, I'll try to be as fair as possible. What I'll do is I'll put a timer up on the screen, and I'll give you 2 minutes to speak uninterrupted, Kelvin. I'll give you 2 minutes to speak uninterrupted, and then I'll get 2 minutes to speak uninterrupted, and we'll do it that way since you feel that I've given you the short end of the stick. Since you feel that I've done you wrong somehow, we'll go ahead and play that game. So if you really are a man of your word, and if you really do want to have a discussion and you were just upset that Mike was interjecting, then you'll click the link and you'll call back in and you'll get your 2 minutes uninterrupted. That I can promise you. Good Lord, I'm so fair towards these Africans. You know they don't deserve it, but I'm just so fair, y'all. I'm just so fair like that. We got Kelvin backstage. You know what, Kelvin? Before we give you your 2 minutes uninterrupted, can you tell us what is your second name? It just feels really weird calling a Kenyan man Kelvin.
My second name,
Yes.
the same way I appear in the chat, that's my name.
So, like, your parents actually named you Kelvin, Kelvin.
Yes, the same way they named you, whatever they named you.
I mean, my name's Michael. That's not that crazy, being that I'm an American, but the fact that your name is Kelvin and you're a Kenyan man, are there a lot of Kenyans named Kelvin?
Yeah, it's a Christian country, so yeah, there's a lot of people with Christian names, so-called Christian names.
Oh, okay. Well, give me just a moment. I'm going to go ahead and get that timer queued up so you can get your 2 minutes uninterrupted. Oh, Lord, I'm sure you can say a whole lot of things in 2 minutes. You guys are in for a treat. Here we go. Let's go ahead and share the screen. All right. You can go in 3, 2, 1. Go for it.
First of all, what I was trying to say is I'm not here to judge. I was just trying to speak up to West Africans, because Kenyans, we don't really leave Kenya that much, because Kenya is a bit built up. It's unlike Nigeria and other West African countries, so we never leave that much. You never hear so much about Kenyan immigrants. But to your point, which you're trying to say, I was trying to say, we don't need to. This idea that you guys think we're supposed to check with you when we come to America, we don't. Like, if my cousin came to America, he got a scholarship from a white university. It wasn't you. You didn't create the infrastructure, so why am I talking to you about it? I don't need to talk to an American, to a Black American. You're not creating, you are at the bottom of that society. And I say this respectfully. But so why do you feel like we need to check with you and we need to talk to you? Why are you trying to gatekeep something that you don't own? That's my first point. That's how I'm defending the West Africans who are there and they are unable to defend themselves when they're being attacked. Number two, the fleeing thing. What did you guys do immediately after Jim Crow? You fled. You fled Black businesses. You fled. You fled Black areas. You even fled from your Black woman to go be with a white woman. So what is this fleeing business? And what's the first thing you do when you make money? Do you stay in the hood, or do you go live with white people? So you're the last person to tell anybody that they fled, because you would know something about fleeing, because that's what all you do. You always flee. You flee from everything Black and go to everything white. So never ever tell an African about fleeing, because you would know something about that. You feel me, homeboy? So go ahead.
No, I don't feel you, Bush baby. I don't feel you at all. Let's go ahead and start the timer, and let's see how bad